Parents at the lesson. I'm Hilda Ryan with your quick tip for piano teachers. In my policies, I state that until a child is 12 years old, I require a parent to be at the lesson and to practice with them so that they can help problem solve. I don't think students are capable of doing that well until 11 or 12 years old. Sometimes I make an exception, but mostly not. When I have the parent at the lesson, and by the way, I mentioned this on the phone, with the initial phone conversation, and then with the follow-up interview, I talk about that again, so this is not a surprise to them. It's something they buy into if they're going to study with me. Now, when it comes to the lesson time, I find that if the parent is way off on the other side of the room, they get distracted and they'll be on their phone or otherwise distracted. If I bring them up close within line of sight of the student, the student looks over at the parent for approval constantly, and I don't think that's a good idea either. I want the student to relate to me. So I put the parent right up close to the piano bench where the student is, but out of the line of sight of the student, maybe behind them or something like that, so that the student doesn't have an easy access to the parent's there, but they're not going to be looking over at them. Now, to keep the parent engaged, I often look at the parent and will say, did you understand that new concept the way I explained it? Or if I write it this way in the assignment book, would you remember what I said? Or can I abbreviate this way? Something like that, or to get them engaged. Or be sure you do so-and-so, or you might do this first and this first and then that when you practice at home. Whether the parent has piano background or not, this is really important. And if the parent says, oh, well, I don't know anything about piano or music, I'll just say, well, then it's a twofer. Two of you are going to learn for the price of one. I really have you there not to learn to play the piano as much as to help the child problem solve. Because, and here's one of my little sayings, in the practice room, the goal is to make a little bit of progress on every piece, every day.